Jaw-dropping style. Melania Trump's bold Les Misérables outfit with Donald Trump sparks huge buzz. Melania Trump continues to fascinate the public with her fashion choices. The former First Lady dazzled everyone in a $3,900 black Bottega Veneta dress at the Kennedy Center's Les Misérables opening night. Her sleek gown showcased stunning gold embellishments at the shoulder and waist that created an elegant silhouette, drawing admiring glances throughout the evening. The latest appearance reinforces Melania Trump's reputation as a style icon. Second Lady Usha Vance made her mark in a 635 or navy blue Shoshana midi gown with silver piping. Actress Cheryl Hines rounded out the high-profile attendees in what looked like a $298 black midi dress from MacDougall. Gold sponsors made the event even more spectacular by paying $2 million for premier seating, presidential photo opportunities, and VIP reception access. Melania's style journey shines through her public appearances, and her Kennedy Center ensemble perfectly balanced bold statements with refined elegance. The interplay between her striking attire and the crowd's mixed reception created an interesting dynamic that we'll explore further in this piece. Melania Trump stuns in $3,900 Bottega Veneta gown. Melania Trump graced the red carpet at the Kennedy Center in her signature sophisticated style. Her fashion choice highlighted her love for luxury designers and eye for detail. She wore a black Bottega Veneta gown worth $3,900, showing her continued loyalty to high-end Italian fashion houses. Gold embellishments and asymmetrical neckline. The Bottega Veneta creation stands out with design elements that blend sophistication and subtle drama. The dress features matte crepe viscose jersey material that drapes beautifully. Distinctive metal drop details as signature embellishments. An asymmetrical neckline with architectural interest. Waist draping that creates a flattering silhouette. Gold neck fastening that adds glamour. The sleeveless design shows off Melania's figure, yet stays formal enough for the Kennedy Center event. The high boat neck silhouette offers a modern twist on a classic neckline shape. This choice marks a change from her previous fashion moments. She had picked bolder styles before her husband's return to office, like her 2024 New Year's Eve appearance at Mar-a-Lago. That black Versace dress had a low-scooping, asymmetrical neckline and leg slit. The Bottega Veneta gown, by comparison, stays elegant, but much more understated. Fashion experts note that despite its luxury price tag, the outfit matches what they call her neutral, under-the-radar style of this term. She seems to pick looks that blend in rather than stand out, which makes sense given the political context of the event. Christian Louboutin heels complete the look. The perfect shoes rounded out this fashion statement. Melania chose the iconic So Kate pumps with a metallic finish that mixes gold and silver tones. Louboutin's signature pointed toe silhouette. The brand's classic 120mm stiletto heel, about 4.7 inches. Patent leather construction with subtle shine. These shoes, now discontinued, belong to the Eclectica model, or Napa Patent Veau Mirror Eclectica. They uniquely blend shades of gold, silver, and rose quartz in one sophisticated design. Melania's metallic patent leather. So Kate pumps typically cost between $745 and $800. This shows her commitment to quality footwear that matches her high fashion outfits. Fashion experts praise how the metallic heels work with the black Bottega Veneta dress. The metallic elements in the shoes match the gold embellishments on the dress, creating a cohesive look. This carefully chosen outfit shows Melania's grasp of high fashion principles, particularly how the right accessories can enhance sophisticated garments. The matte black dress paired with metallic shoes offers a lesson in tonal dressing. One fashion observer called the overall effect elegant, restrained, and absolutely perfect. This suggests Melania's fashion instincts remain sharp, even as she keeps a lower public profile during this political term. This Kennedy Center appearance adds another chapter to Melania's style journey, which has moved between bold statements and understated elegance throughout her public life. She balanced luxury with restraint, creating a memorable look that drew attention without seeming flashy or out of place. Donald Trump opts for classic tuxedo at Kennedy Center. Melania's fashion choices usually steal the spotlight, but Donald Trump's outfit at the Kennedy Center event deserves our attention too. The president stood next to his glamorously dressed wife in an outfit that balanced classic refinement with formal elegance at the Les Misérables opening night. Traditional black tux with satin cummerbund, Trump chose a timeless formal look with a perfectly tailored classic black tuxedo. His outfit showcased several key elements of traditional black tie dress. A black dinner jacket with satin lapels that fit him perfectly. A crisp white dress shirt that stood out against the dark tuxedo. A formal satin cummerbund at his waist. A matching black satin bow tie that completed his sophisticated appearance. The president's tuxedo-clad entrance at the Kennedy Center immediately set the tone for this important evening. His formal attire matched the event's significance as both a cultural milestone and a crucial fundraising event for the institution. Trump spoke confidently to reporters on the red carpet before the show. "We're going to make it incredible. We have all the funding. We raised a lot tonight, and we'll put in a lot of money to bring it back to the highest level," he said. Donors contributed more than $10 million to the center during the evening's festivities. Trump's polished formal appearance reflects his new relationship with the Kennedy Center. He now takes an active role in its operations, unlike his first term when he skipped the center's events. He has become the chairman after removing the previous leader. This hands-on approach shows how his administration now works with cultural institutions. Minimalist style contrasts with Melania's glam. The president's style created an interesting visual balance against his wife's striking Bottega Veneta creation. His tuxedo showed classic restraint, while Melania's dress sparkled with gold details and featured an asymmetrical neckline. The first couple's fashion choices told a compelling story. Trump's black and white ensemble let Melania's elaborate design shine without competition. His formal wear respected the Kennedy Center's cultural importance while maintaining his businessman-turned-politician image. The crowd's reaction matched this contrast. They both cheered and booed as he took his seat. This mixed response highlighted his presidency's divisive nature even at cultural events. Fashion experts noticed the couple's coordinated appearance seemed planned rather than accidental. It's unclear whether the three couples planned to wear coordinated looks or just have similar styles. One source noted, pointing out how well the Trumps and other couples matched visually. Style analysts think Trump's simple tuxedo does more than follow formal dress codes. It helps him project authority while letting Melania's fashion grab positive attention. His consistent formal look seems designed to support his role as the Kennedy Center's chairman and benefactor. The first couple made a powerful statement on the red carpet, with Trump in his tuxedo and Melania in her designer gown. They stood together promising a golden era for America, their different but complementary styles, showing their unique yet united public image. Usha Vance and Cheryl Hines echo Melania's fashion cues. The Kennedy Center event sparkled with elegant evening wear choices. Political and entertainment figures showed their style prowess, especially when they appeared with Melania Trump. Her outfits always set the bar for formal occasions. Usha Vance wears navy Shoshana gown, second lady. Usha Vance turned heads in a navy blue Shoshana midi dress that cost $635. Her gown's sophisticated silver piping details added architectural interest to its classic silhouette. The deep navy color, rather than traditional black, helped her stand out while respecting the evening's formal dress code. The Shoshana design captured several trendy elements: a structured bodice that created a flattering framework, mid-length hemline that offered modern sophistication, contrasting metallic trim that added visual interest, conservative neckline that kept appropriate formality. Usha's fashion statement echoed Melania's love for elegant simplicity as she stood beside her husband, Vice President J.D. Vance. Both women chose dresses with metallic accents gold for Melania, silver for Usha, which created a subtle connection between their looks. Fashion experts noticed Vance's choice came at a more available price point than the First Lady's luxury pick. Her balanced approach to fashion diplomacy shows how political figures guide through the visual politics of formal events. Cheryl Hines dons feathered MacDougall dress. Actress Cheryl Hines picked what looks like a $298 black midi dress from designer MacDougall. She arrived with her husband, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The gown's feathered embellishment added texture and movement to its classic silhouette. Hines's fashion pick shared several elements with Melania's style: a love for established designers with distinctive aesthetics, smart use of texture to lift simple silhouettes, black as a sophisticated canvas for embellishments, perfect balance of statement details and classic foundations. The MacDougall creation cost much less than the First Lady's Bottega Veneta, but still brought the right glamour to this high-profile event. The feathers offered a fun contrast to Melania's structured gold details while keeping with the evening's metallic theme. These fashion choices created a beautiful visual harmony. Each woman kept her unique style. Melania in luxury Italian design, Usha in conservative yet modern American labels, and Cheryl in theatrical yet available selections. The women all chose silhouettes that focused on structure rather than revealing styles. Their choices point to a return to more formal, composed dressing at significant cultural events, particularly in political settings. This transformation matches broader fashion trends that favor architectural and refined aesthetics over revealing styles. The seamless coordination between these high-profile women, planned or not, created a unified visual story that highlighted the event's importance. Each dress added to an overall picture of thoughtful elegance. They respected the Kennedy Center's cultural significance while expressing personal style through carefully picked design elements. Couples coordinate in monochrome and navy tones. The power couples at the Kennedy Center's Les Misérables opening night showed more than just individual style statements. Their outfits created a striking pattern. People couldn't help but notice how the administration's couples walked the red carpet, with color schemes and styles that seemed too well matched to be random. Matching tuxedos and dresses sparked speculation. The Trump administration's men showed remarkable similarity in their formal wear. President Trump went with a classic black tuxedo, with a satin cummerbund and matching bow tie. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. chose a navy blue tuxedo that had pleated trousers, white button-up shirt, bow tie, and a blazer with shining black lapels. Vice President J.D. Vance's outfit told an interesting story. His navy blue suit was darker than Kennedy's, but nearly identical in design. This wasn't the first time Trump's circle dressed alike. Earlier this year, during Trump's criminal trial in New York, several Republican officials showed up in matching dark blue suits with red ties, including North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, Florida Representative Byron Donalds, and former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. People have mixed feelings about such matching outfits. Texas Democratic Representative Jasmine Crockett once asked, "Did they call each other in the morning to coordinate the fits?" Someone else said it was giving groomsmen vibes. The women's outfits told their own story. Melania Trump, Usha Vance, and Cheryl Hines picked different designers at various price points, but their looks shared basic elements. Simple midi-length dresses as the foundation, heels as the footwear of choice, metallic accents as subtle embellishments. Each couple's outfits lined up perfectly. Usha Vance's navy blue Shoshana gown with crystal stripes matched her husband's navy suit. Cheryl Hines's black MacDougall dress with feathered fringe went together with Kennedy's black lapelled navy tuxedo. Melania's black Bottega Veneta with gold accents created an elegant contrast to the president's classic black and white ensemble. Intentional coordination or shared taste. Nobody knows if these couples planned their matching looks or just have similar style priorities. Sources point out this mystery. It's unclear whether the three couples plan to wear coordinated looks or just have similar styles. We might not have a clear answer, but the pattern stands out enough to notice. The couples made their entrance together with the Trumps and Vances holding hands as they walked the red carpet. Their unified appearance extended to their fashion choices, showing their political alliance through visual harmony. These matching outfits might serve a bigger purpose than just looking good. Political groups often use matching clothes to show unity and shared goals. We've seen this before. One critic described it a rotating regiment of Republican politicians dressed in matching uniforms. Navy blue suits, white shirts, red ties. The Kennedy Center event showed a dressier version of this idea. The couple's matched outfits created a picture of unity and shared values that reinforced their political connections. Melania's fashion choices seemed to set trends for other women in the administration. Despite choosing different designers and price ranges from Melania's $3,900 Bottega Veneta to Usha's $635 Shoshana and Cheryl's $298 MacDougall, all three women picked similar shapes and styles. Couples matching their outfits tells a story about relationships and power. These coordinated fashion choices become another way to communicate politically. Subtle but meaningful statements about unity among the administration's core team. Melania Trump's fashion evolution enters a new phase. Melania Trump's fashion sense has grown remarkably during her time in the public eye. Her appearance at the Kennedy Center shows just one part of her carefully planned wardrobe that keeps changing with each public event. A closer look at her clothing choices reveals her calculated approach to presenting herself. From bold statements to understated elegance, her outfits have swung between eye-catching statements and refined sophistication over the years. She often chose bold, conversation-starting pieces during Trump's first term as First Lady. The controversial, "I really don't care. Do you?" Zara jacket she wore to Go Migrant Children's Shelter in 2018 became her most talked about fashion moment, a $39 piece that sparked weeks of debate about its hidden message. Her style has changed noticeably since returning to the White House. Early years. High fashion European labels with dramatic silhouettes. First term. Mix of bold statements and diplomatic dressing. Current era. Increasingly understated elegance with subtle luxury cues. This change became clear at her husband's 2024 New Year's Eve event at Mar-a-Lago. She picked a black Versace dress with a low-scooping asymmetrical neckline and leg slit bolder than her recent Kennedy Center outfit. Fashion experts say Melania has always showed a deep understanding of clothing as communication. She makes strategic choices about designers and styles that send specific messages about her role status and point of view. The Kennedy Center look, with its subtle gold details and restrained elegance, proves this strategic thinking. Her clothing choices work as a form of soft power that lets her communicate without words. How her style has changed in Trump's second term. Melania's fashion has become more refined since returning as First Lady. Many observers call it her neutral, under-the-radar style of this term. She now chooses a more controlled approach instead of provocative or attention-grabbing pieces like in earlier years. Melania's second-term style features: 1. Understated luxury rather than flashy statements. 2. Architectural silhouettes instead of revealing cuts. 3. Subtle embellishments rather than dramatic elements. 4. Neutral colors and monochromatic schemes. These changes line up with broader political considerations. She seems to choose outfits that avoid controversy while keeping her sophisticated taste in today's divided political climate. Her wardrobe now projects stability and confidence instead of starting conversations. The Bottega Veneta dress she picked for the Kennedy Center shows this progress. It uses luxury materials and craftsmanship without showing off wealth or sexuality. Fashion experts think this shows her growing understanding of her public role. Melania's fashion and public image have always worked together. People first saw her as a former model with designer connections, but she has developed into a thoughtful fashion expert who makes careful choices. Her outfits now focus on elegance over provocation. This change reflects how she sees her role next to the president. Her fashion progress mirrors the administration's trip from outsiders to an established political force. Public reacts with cheers, boos, and drag queen protest. The political drama overshadowed the fashion display at the Kennedy Center as President Trump and First Lady Melania arrived for the Les Misérables performance. Their entrance turned what could have been a glamorous evening into a display of America's political divisions. Mixed reception at the Kennedy Center. The presidential couple's arrival sparked an immediate divided response from the audience. A mix of cheers and boos filled the theater, creating an electric atmosphere that reflected the nation's political split. Some supporters started chanting "USA, USA" to overpower the negative reactions, but the mixed response continued throughout the evening. The atmosphere grew more intense during intermission, with several dramatic moments. Many attendees stood to applaud the first couple after the first act. A woman in the orchestra section disrupted this moment by shouting directly at the president, "Felon, you're a convicted felon." She continued even louder, convicted felon rapist, before security led her out of the theater. The confrontation escalated when another audience member shouted, "FK Trump," which drew loud applause from parts of the crowd. Trump supporters responded with shouts of, "We love you," creating an unusual exchange rarely seen at prestigious cultural venues. Darlene Webb, a Trump supporter, later shared her disappointment. "I just wanted to clap and yell over it, because at this type of performance, I don't think it was good for them to do that professionally." Drag queens make a statement in colorful attire. The most eye-catching protest came from 4 drag performers who attended in full regalia. Tara, Hoot, Mari, Con Carne, Ricky Rose, and Vagenesis chose seats where the presidential box could see them clearly. Their appearance challenged Trump's earlier statement that there would be no more drag shows or other anti-American propaganda at the Kennedy Center. Social media videos showed the drag performers received raucous applause as they entered the theater, even as the president faced mixed reactions. The staff at the Kennedy Center, "They were just delighted to see us walk in," Tara Hoot later shared. Vagenesis added, "A lot of people have been applauding, asking for pictures. Some people are throwing some glances, confused about what they see, but that's always to be expected wherever we go." Committee, a national network of drag performers fighting hate and censorship, hosted the protest. They confirmed on Instagram that the attendance challenged Trump's presence at the show following his ban of drag at the center. Beyond politics, the Kennedy Center was founded more than 50 years ago as a place meant to celebrate the arts in its truest, most extraordinary form, after even President Kennedy himself argued that culture had great practical value in an age of conflict, Ricky Rose explained. Future Kennedy Center programming has several shows with drag elements, including Mrs. Doubtfire and Chicago. This highlights what many see as a contradiction in the administration's cultural position. The evening became more than just a showcase of Melania's fashion. It turned into a reflection of America's ongoing cultural debates against the backdrop of a Broadway classic. Trump's Kennedy Center takeover adds political tension. The Kennedy Center event meant much more than just glamorous gowns and matching couples. President Trump's controversial expansion of influence over this cultural institution stood out as the most important aspect. Previous presidents managed to keep a respectful distance from the Kennedy Center's artistic direction. But the current administration takes an unprecedented approach to cultural participation. Self-appointed chairman alters programming. Melania's elegant Bottega Veneta dress stood against a backdrop that wasn't just decorative, it was political. President Trump claimed direct control over the Kennedy Center by making himself chairman, a move that startled the arts community. This self-appointment breaks sharply from how presidents traditionally interact with cultural institutions. This direct involvement changes the Kennedy Center's artistic direction. To cite an instance, Trump's personal preferences now shape programming decisions, which could revolutionize the institution's identity. Melania's fashion choices at the Les Misérables opening carry extra weight. Her understated yet luxurious ensemble seems to soften the administration's cultural approach through visual diplomacy. Cast boycott and cultural backlash. The arts community pushes back against the administration's controversial relationship with the Kennedy Center. Several cast members from Les Misérables chose to boycott the presidential performance, which showed the growing rift between artists and the current administration. These empty seats created a stark contrast with Melania's stunning outfit and other administration couples' coordinated appearances. Drag performers protested to highlight the cultural divide that Trump's Kennedy Center involvement intensified. Melania's refined fashion statement next to the colorful protest attire painted a clear picture of America's polarized cultural world. The Kennedy Center used to be a place where politics took a back seat to artistic appreciation. Direct administrative control has blurred these lines. Melania's fashion choices now exist in a complex space. Her elegant black gown with gold details becomes part of a larger debate about cultural authority and artistic freedom. Melania's outfit becomes symbol of quiet power. In the midst of the political theater, Melania Trump's Bottega Veneta gown transcended mere fashion to become a potent symbol of quiet, unwavering power. As boos and cheers echoed through the Kennedy Center and drag queens staged a vibrant protest, her elegant armor-like ensemble stood as a silent, unbreachable fortress. The gold embellishments were not just decorative. They were a subtle nod to the golden era her husband promised, a visual reinforcement of their administration's resilience against the cultural backlash. While Donald Trump's tuxedo represented a classic, almost predictable display of authority, Melania's outfit communicated a far more nuanced message. It was a masterclass in soft power, demonstrating that influence doesn't always need to be loud. The dress, with its understated luxury and architectural precision, projected an image of control and unflappable confidence amidst the chaos. It was a sartorial declaration that while the world outside may be loud and divided within their inner circle, there is an unshakable and sophisticated order. Ultimately, the evening was less about Les Misérables on stage and more about the compelling drama unfolding in the presidential box. Melania's fashion choice was her defining line in that script. It was a powerful reminder that in the high-stakes world of political optics, a perfectly chosen dress can be the most formidable weapon of all, speaking volumes without uttering a single word.